Welcome to another episode of Music and Coffee, a show dedicated to kicking back and sipping on some live entertainment. In this episode, we'll get a chance to chat with an old friend from East Aurora, New York. He's an Edinboro alum and a lover of pugs. So without further ado, Gene Baritot, thanks for coming all the way back to the borough.
Thanks for having me, Rick.
Absolutely. So Gene, tell us why you started playing music. I top your...
Well, you topped me off.
Yeah.
So I started playing music when I was like in 8th grade. I got into it. I had like older cousins and friends who were really into playing the guitar, and they were in bands and stuff, and I always thought it was super cool. So I started saving up some money, and I bought my first guitar when I was a sophomore, and I just like haven't put it down ever since.
So what originally brought you to the Edinboro area?
I originally came here for running. I didn't really know if college was for me or not, but I just kind of wanted to run. I knew I didn't want to stop being competitive, and yeah, I ended up coming here, and it took me 5 years to graduate, but I did it.
That's right, you still finished it?
Yep.
Yeah. So do you think it's important for local musicians like yourself to stay relevant to the music scene? And if so, what do musicians like yourself have to offer that other big names can't offer to a small town like Edinboro?
I think it's just important for local musicians to just try and get out there as much as they possibly can, to play at the local bars, play at little house shows, set up house shows. I think it just adds to the culture of Edinboro or any other small town that you're a part of. My hometown was really big into the arts and music, and it was really fun to kind of be able to translate that to Edinboro through house shows and performing.
Yeah. Do you ever feel like you've made a spiritual connection with a group of people just by playing music?
I don't know as far as spiritual, but I definitely have made some awesome connections around the Pennsylvania area due to music, probably relationships that won't ever end.
What are some of those connections?
I've met people. Actually, you had someone here, Teddy Rankin, last episode. You had him on here.
Yeah.
I met him, and we've played together at Sunset. We send each other music that we have created, and we share it with our friends and stuff. So yeah, people like that. Most people who you meet around here are always willing to just get together, jam with you, or just see if you guys want to collaborate and create something together.
Yeah, for sure. Actually,
Yeah.
it's funny because when I first heard of Teddy, it was because you did a documentary on him for a class project. I think it was like 2 years ago.
Yep.
And that was even before I started working with him. So it was like I already even knew him before I knew him.
Yeah.
So it's funny like how the music scene is so small, especially in Edinboro, and how you can kind of like play off of that and make tons of great connections.
Yeah, it is. It's been it was definitely a really fun 4 or 5 year experience, from like setting up the house show. We started a house show that we would throw like once every other month when we were first, and it started as a little acoustic thing, and now to see like other houses are starting to do it, and they have like huge pop punk bands coming in and playing basement shows, and everyone who's really into that music scene is just like getting into over there, and it's it's been like paying for people's rents and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Right. Yeah. So what do you have to offer? If you could give any piece of advice to up-and-coming local musicians, what would you tell them to, I guess, like thrive in an area like this?
Well, I think it's pretty hard to thrive in an area like this.
True.
The music scene here is just kind of what you make it. But in order to thrive as a musician, I feel, and I'm not very good at doing this, is just you have to be on your game. You have to always be self-promoting yourself. You have to manage yourself. You have to always be creating or writing. And I mean, like I said, I'm really guilty of not always being that way. But life happens too. So being a local musician is just kind of fun / part-time job / not at the same time.
Right. Yeah. Why do you think an area like this is not so easy to thrive in? I mean, like you have different places to play at, like Sunset Grill, and then there's the Edinboro Arts and Music Festival for musicians to play at. But do you feel like it's still, I guess I'm just curious, like,
I think I would just say exposure. I think it goes
Exposure.
with like the number of people that you're getting yourself in front of. Edinboro or Erie in general is an awesome area because you're in this tri-state area where you're actually 2 hours from every city. So that makes it amazing. If you could build a name for yourself in Erie, you can build a name for yourself in all of those cities, which I think is cool. And there's definitely bands around here that have done that, which I think is awesome. But yeah, no, I guess you are right. You could go out and do those events. Which would be like pretty cool. I've never actually gotten into any of those events, but it'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Well, you played at Sunset before, haven't you?
Yeah, I played at Sunset. Yeah.
So that's good. Yeah, for sure. So I guess being a musician, where do you get your creativity from? Where do you draw inspiration?
I, oh man, that's weird. Like sometimes I draw inspiration. Like I'll wake up at 3 in the morning and just like have an idea and I'll have to like record it on my phone. Long drives, I drive a lot for work, so I'm always like grabbing my voice memos and just recording something. And I'll be like pounding on a seat to make a beat, and then I'll just be like singing something. And then I'll try and take all that and translate it into like a studio, and record it whenever I get the chance, if I even can, because a lot of times I can't even like actually get my thoughts out on a recording.
What's one of the best methods to, I guess, like drawing inspiration? So you said sometimes you'll wake up like in the middle of the night, but is there anything in particular that really like resonates with you where you're just like, now I feel like I can do this? Like, is it anything from eating a certain food, doing a certain activity like running? Like what really gets your juices flowing?
Yeah, honestly, going to local bars and local scenes, anywhere that is playing music, and you see these people getting after it and doing their thing, and you watch that and you're like, damn, I need to do more of that. That's awesome that they're doing this. Or you go out and you see someone post something on Instagram. Social media is an amazing tool. Like you see people out there doing these things and just gaining so much, such a big following, and it makes you want to like get out there and just do it. So I draw a lot of inspiration from others. I try to like on like my music Instagram page, I try to only follow musicians, just to keep that inspiration when I'm on that. Try to divide the two from personal and music. So
Right. What's one of the biggest musicians that you look up to?
his name is Matt Corby. He's from New Zealand. I've been like following him for probably like 8 years now. So I've been a huge fan of him, and I got to meet him like 3 years ago, and it was like absolutely life changing when I met him. So
Wow.
it was awesome.
Yeah. I guess I want to go back to the whole like thriving in the tri-state area topic. So it seems like there are a lot of people here that are talented and like to play music and sort of start their own thing, but it always seems like they eventually leaving Erie with kind of like nothing, and then there's always like a reboot period. Why is that?
Why do you think musicians leave?
Yeah.
I just think musicians leave because there's just bigger music scenes. You can be more collaborative in other areas. I know a lot of musicians choose New York City as a destination. I think that just comes with the amount of people that are packed into New York City. Every night you could play a show. You could play 2-3 shows every night probably if you wanted to in New York City. And you just can't do that here. There's just not enough venue space to do that here. So I think it's just people who really want to get after it move out and go do that.
Do you think there's potential to pursue something like that for people to start up venues to maybe bring the music scene back? Because I know in the 90s, Erie was really thriving, so why can't we, is it possible to get back to that?
Definitely. I definitely think so. Yeah. I already know. I mean, I believe we have a mutual friend, Elvis, who she goes out and she goes around and she promotes the hell out of so many musicians around here, and she's always hitting me up and other people that I know
sure,
just to
yeah.
build these shows. She throws one like every week, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. So yeah, she's definitely she's big on stay in Erie and build it from here. So
Right.
gotta respect that.
Yeah,
for
no,
sure.
she's definitely building it back up
Yeah.
single-handedly, and there definitely are more people that should get on board with that because I think there's a lot of potential. But with that said, what do you say you play some of your tunes?
Yeah, man, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Cool.
Join Campus Media, take 3. Action. All right, everyone, let's get this all cleared up. I would never tell you to join campus media, even if I was in a commercial for campus media. I mean, even if you were watching me live, right now, I wouldn't tell you to join, no matter what that cue card says.
Just say what's on the cue card.
No.
This is your DJ.
Even when I'm hosting my own radio show, making podcasts, or even playing my favorite songs live on air, I still wouldn't tell you to join campus media. Even when I'm writing, editing, and even taking photos for the campus newspaper, I still wouldn't tell you to join campus media. Even when I'm at a live sporting event and I'm catching all of this epic footage, I still wouldn't tell you to join campus media. But even when I'm in a room filled with campus media members and they're all wearing their super cool campus media t-shirts, I still wouldn't tell you to join. I would ask you, do you want to join campus media?
When I was a boy, didn't have a care in the world. But then something came and changed the way I felt about the world. Man came and sat me down. He said, son, let me give you some advice. He said, the world ain't all it's choked up to be, but in the end, you've gotta be nice. He said, oh, now people make mistakes and people know what's wrong, but waking up too late will never keep you strong. A part of our life that we have to overcome. Just enjoy it while you can and while you're young. I've been looking everywhere I can. I could be happy even if I'm living in a van. Well, if music's what you need to carry you on every day, then I say pick up that guitar and play your little heart away. I said, oh, now people make mistakes and people know what's wrong, but waking up too late will never keep you strong. It's a part of our life that we have to overcome. Enjoy it while you can and while you're. People make mistakes. People make mistakes. People make mistakes. Just enjoy it while you can and while you're young. This next one is a song that I just wrote recently. Warm breeze is passing by. Gentle love and laughter while the light sets in the sky. Our drinks will numb our fears, our insecurities and silent moments through the years. Your tears will come alive when you plant the crops and water it. Your thoughts will grow inside. Well, I'm going insane, because falling asleep is the only damn thing on my mind. Well, I'm going insane, because falling asleep is the only damn thing on my mind. On my mind. Warm breezes passing by. It's a gentle love and laughter while the light sets in the sky. Because falling asleep is the only damn thing on my mind. Your memories will change. People in the distance seem to fade. Can't say I feel the same. Changes and decisions must be made. Well, I'm going insane, because falling asleep is the only damn thing on my mind. And I'm going insane, because falling asleep is the only damn thing on my mind. Well, I'm going insane, because falling asleep is the only damn thing on my mind. On my mind.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. To hear more of Gene Baritot, you can find his work on YouTube. And don't forget to like and subscribe. If you guys know anyone else who would be a great candidate on Music and Coffee, feel free to comment or just send an email to ETV and we'll take care of it. But until then, we'll see you next time. Gene Baritot, thank you very much.